Well, there's a issue with boundary in Delta community, and because of these boundary issues, the community have actually petitions the federal government and the DSS, and a lot has been going on. Like we would say, if this country is not restructured and there is no reform, I bet to say that there will be war very soon in Nigeria, because most people are even tired of cohabiting with others in the country, especially the North. Because remember the last protest, some of the Northern youths came out and said those that want to protest in Abuja should go back to their states, that they don't want them in Abuja, that they have their own states and local government, they should go there to protest. That if that is not done, that they are going to take drastic steps. Can you imagine, in a place where people have built their life investment, where they've given birth to children, married, built their houses, built their businesses and everything, just because of a protest, you are bold enough to tell them to return to where they came from, because where they are does not belong to them. Those are some of the issues we have in the country today. You see different tribes cohabiting in a community. In a little while, before you know, there's an uproar, there's a fight, and telling the others, this belongs to us, this does not belong to you, this is this and that is that. That is a problem we have in Nigeria today. Thank God, over the years we've been able to manage all of these things, but it is getting clearer and clearer that it is difficult for Nigerians to cohabit, to live together, people from different tribes, people from different religions, to actually live together. It is getting clearer and clearer. And until this country is restructured, I think that is the only way out. And I don't know why it is so difficult for the government of the day to really restructure this country, because they know they are going to be losing a lot of funds. They are going to be losing a lot of things. Those are some of the monies that the cabinet members embezzle. Some of those things will have to stop, but they just felt it is not necessary. Nigeria is okay the way it is. When you have buried something for too long, a time will come that there will be an outburst, and when there's an outburst, it is actually very difficult to really curtail at that very point. Anyway, let's see what this community has and why they had to petition federal government and the DSS, perhaps over boundaries or over whatever it is. But more details I'll bring to you shortly. But please, if you have not subscribed to this channel, ensure you hit the subscribe button, and also give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to turn on your notification bell. All right, guys, let us dive right into the details of this report, as it says that the leaders of Ole community in the Isoko South local government area of Delta State had petitioned the federal government, Delta State government, and the Department of State Service, demanding justice for the mother of 12 youths in the community. In the petition signed by President General of Ole, Chief Believe Alakri, a copy of which was made available to our correspondent, the community lamented the killing of 12 youths on Friday, October 16, 2020, at Adabush by persons suspected to be from neighboring Ozoro town over the lingering boundary disputes between the two communities. The community called on the authorities to ensure that, in the interest of justice, equity, and peaceful coexistence, the perpetrators of the heinous crime do not escape justice. The petition noted that bodies of most of the murdered Ole youths were recovered between Friday and Wednesday, October 21, 2020, by a combined team of security outfits of the Isoko North and South, with one victim still missing. The petition read in part, the Inspector General of Police and the Delta State Commissioner of Police, Mr. Hafiz Muhammad Inowa, who are currently handling the matter, should spare no effort in arresting the prosecuting the murderers, their co-conspirators and abettors. This must be done without needless delay. The blood of the slain is crying for justice, and as the saying goes, justice delayed is justice denied. We appeal to President Governor Ifeanyi Okowa, the Inspector General of Police through the Delta State Commissioner of Police and the Director General of the State Security Service and the heads of other relevant security agencies to prevail on the leadership of Ozoro community to produce those involved in the well-planned and executed gruesome murder of the 12 innocent and struggling citizens of the state. The community leaders, however, called on the youth and families of the slain youth to remain calm, assuring them that the community leadership would make efforts to ensure that the victims get justice. Yes, like what I said earlier, it is because we lack a coexisting spirit. That is why some of these things are happening. This is just a community that are very close to each other. How come they are just fighting for boundaries? This part does not belong to you. This part belongs to me. And now 12 young men have been killed. Their lives have been cut short just because of boundary disputes and issues. All of this should have to stop. Make it very clear where your boundaries stop. Let it be clear to every community. Let it be clear to every state where they have their boundaries. And all of this are the serious issues that Nigeria is really facing today, because it's a multi-ethnic country, and this has caused so many, especially in Delta State, where you have a lot of tribes. Actually, it's still good that most of the times they could coexist and still live peacefully, but it is almost not possible because you have over 5 tribes or 6 in Delta States. So it is really difficult. So most times they're always fighting over boundaries. Even those that are from the same tribe still fight over boundaries, because where their community ended is where another community started. So they are always fighting over who owns this and who does not own this. And I think all of this should really be critically looked into by the government, because now the president of Ole have actually made a letter to the president and also to the DSS office and even the state government that they should ensure that the 12 youths that were killed, that those perpetrators that killed them must be brought to book because of boundary between Ole and Uzoro. Ole and Uzoro have actually coexisted well over the years, but now that they have to keep fighting over boundaries, it is something to really look into by the government in Delta State. So really, it is important that Nigerians learn to coexist. The youth, the north, the south, the east, and the west, we should learn to coexist, because we already found ourselves in this kind of country where you have different ethnic groups, you have different religious groups. So the best way to live in peace is to be peaceably and to coexist with all fairness, instead of looking down on different tribes and thinking differently of them. So we should just see ourselves as one, and that is going to really help us a lot. So guys, that is it from here. Thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to drop your comments and also give this video a thumbs up. Do have a pleasant time. Bye for now.